Hi students, this is Kameshwari from Department of Civil Engineering. In previous class, we are discussed artificial recharge of water, that is direct method, divided into different ways, surface method and subsurface method. In that, we are already discussed percolation tank, flooding, stream augmentation, ditch and furrow system, contour bund. Now, subsurface method. Recharge wells, recharging wells. Recharge wells are used to recharge water directly to the aquifers, similar to pumping wells. Suitable to recharge single wells or multiple wells. And tube wells can be used for recharging water into the aquifer. And artificial recharge and percolation tanks harvesting, flooding ditches, furrows, basins. The recharge wells are used for recharging water directly into the aquifers. This is the figure, recharge of recharge rate, confined aquifer, and initial potential line, and cone of build up, and also dug wells. Dug wells can also be used to artificially recharge the groundwater. These dug wells can be used for recharging groundwater, and also water from various sources can be collected through a distribution system and can be discharged at the dug wells. And pits and shafts. Recharge pit of variable dimensions asked to use it to recharge water to unconfined aquifer. For such types of causes, recharge pit can be excavated which are sufficiently deep to penetrate the less permeable strata. So recharge pit and recharge shaft, permeable material. So here clay soil will be available at top of the layer, underground water table. So due to that permeability infiltrate into the ground surface. Permeable material. Due to permeability of soil, water will be infiltrate into the ground surface. And indirect methods. In this method is pumped from the aquifer hydraulically connected to the surface water like stream, river or lake. Due to pumping, a reverse gradient is formed and water from the surface water source enters into the aquifer, and thus the aquifer is recharged. This figure shows the induced recharge. So hydraulically connected to the surface water source like stream, river or lake. And aquifer modification method. So most commonly used techniques are bore blasting, hydrofracturing method, jacket well techniques, fracture seal cementation, and pressure injection grouting, etc. Bore blasting method. So boreholes are blasted with the help of explosive which creates fracture porosity in the aquifer. And due to hydrofracture method used to improve the yield a bore well. In this technique, water is injected at a very high pressure to widening the existing fracture of the rock. And in jacket well techniques, effective diameter of the well is increased by drilling small diameter bores around the well in a circular pattern. And also in this fracture seal cementation and pressure injection grouting, the injection of cement slurry helps in reducing the fracture porosity of the aquifer near the outlet, which will eventually reduce the outflow from the aquifer. Cement slurry is injected into the aquifer using mechanical means or manual near to the aquifer outlet pipe like spring. And here these bore wells are different types. So artificial recharge, different types of artificial recharges are recharge of bore wells and recharge of pits and recharge shafts, recharge trenches, different ways for recharge wells, and also infiltration galleries. These are the different types of artificial wells. And what is the role of artificial recharge? What is the role of artificial recharge and percolation tanks? Increase in the volume of water in the aquifer. Increase in the volume of water in the aquifers in a short period of time by increasing the infiltration into the ground. And also the excess water can be stored for late use, that means domestic and agricultural use. And also the surplus surface runoff can be utilized properly instead of drain it off. And also the surface runoff is reduced, thus facilitating the soil conservation and reduced soil erosion. Blocks seawater intrusion into coastal aquifers. And also large surface storage structures are not needed to store water, thus no relocation of local population. And different methods already we have discussed: direct surface recharge and also indirect methods. The category includes the flooding, dish, furrows. These methods for depend upon the area, we can go for different ways, either furrow and the channels and increasing the stream flow, so stream flow increase and also irrigation also increase. And what is purpose of check dams? What is definition of check dam? Check dams are another type of spatial water harvesting structure. These are temporary structure and also permanent structures. We can use different materials for construction of check dams. The temporary structures of vegetation, stone and brushwood are used for temporary structures. We can use material for temporary structure, vegetation and stones and brushwood dams are used. And permanent structures used for constructing check dams is masonry using stones, bricks and cement constructed across streams to arrest soil erosion and harvest the runoff water. The height of the check dam is generally less than 2 meters. And different types of check dams, that is temporary check dams like brushwood dams, and also live vegetative check dams, vegetable pole check dams. Permanent check dams are masonry check dams, sandbag check dams. So the temporary check dams or brushwood check dams helps to reduce the volume of runoff water and also decrease the soil loss from the channels. Such dams are made up of brushwood, wooden planks, and logs placed in single row or a double row. Placed across the shallow channels. And also vegetation covers scrubs and grasses across the channel to retain the runoff and silt. And also sandbags. Some cases we can use also sandbags also. In this type of dams, sandbags are filled with sand and placed across the channels. Ditch are a drainage to arrest the loss of silt and water in the stream.